Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Denzel Bentley and Mark Heffron fight to a 10-round unanimous draw. All three judges had this fight 95-95, and quite frankly, it was a close fight. Really close competitive fight, pretty entertaining throughout, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was expecting a competitive fight going into this one, to be honest. Maybe I was expecting a little more action, in terms of exchanges and a little more brutality, but it was a pretty good fight in my opinion. And both guys certainly had their moments. Both guys could have done a bit better in certain areas, but yeah, it was a good fight. But yeah, the first 3 rounds in particular were quite interesting. Heffron came out very aggressive, loading up on power shots, trying to push Bentley back. And, first round he started quite well. I think he definitely won the first round. He was doing pretty good in round 2 until Denzel Bentley dropped him with a really good straight left hand down the pipe. Basically in this fight, Bentley was switching from orthodox to southpaw. He actually started this fight as an orthodox, and in round 2 he switched to southpaw, and he caught Mark Heffron unaware with a really good straight left hand, and that shot actually dropped Mark Heffron. He definitely wasn't hurt, but he was just caught with a shot that he didn't see coming. A really nice straight left hand by Denzel Bentley in round 2. Round 3 again, very close round. Bentley was looking for that counter shot, that straight left hand again, and Mark Heffron was the guy applying pressure. Really close round. And I thought the 4th round, Bentley came back pretty well, landed some really nice snappy counters, landed a couple of good body shots here and there. And after 4 rounds, this fight was, it was clear that this was going to be a very close fight. After round 4, one thing I will say, I felt that Bentley was moving a little too much. He was actually making it awkward for Heffron at times. But as far as I'm concerned, Bentley should have been a lot more active in the second half of this fight. He was throwing like a get off me jab, but he really wasn't throwing power shots with authority consistently in the second half of this fight. When he did, he was catching Heffron, but he wasn't doing it enough for me. So, maybe Bentley won the first half of this fight, and maybe Heffron won the second half. But yeah, Heffron definitely the aggressor in the second half of this bout. Round 9 in particular was a really, really good round for Mark Heffron. He actually caught Denzel Bentley a couple of times with good right hands. Bentley got himself trapped in the corner a couple of times, and on both occurrences he got hurt by Heffron's right hand. Didn't get dropped, he took the shot well, but he was definitely buzzed. And to Bentley's credit, he actually finished round 10 quite strongly after getting hurt in round 9. He boxed quite well in round 10. Bentley was still moving in round 10, but unlike the previous few rounds, instead of just moving and not doing much, Bentley was a lot more active. He was popping that jab with more regularity. He was throwing a lot more straight left hands, countering more effectively, landed a few good body shots here and there. So, Bentley was still moving in round 10, but he was just a lot more active. That's what he should have been doing in like round 6, 7, 8 and 9. If Bentley boxed a bit more, with a bit more authoritative in the second half, I think he would have won this fight. But, in my opinion, he kind of gave this one away. He wasn't working enough in the second half of this fight. This fight was close. I think you could have scored it either way, but I think a draw, based on what I saw, was pretty accurate. Again, I wasn't scoring this fight round by round, so maybe I would have to score this one again, but it was definitely a close fight. Both guys had their moments, and both guys certainly had areas where they should really improve on in the future. For example, at times Heffron was very predictable, kind of loading up with every shot. The right hand is really, really telegraphed, and for the most part, apart from round 9, Bentley did a really good job of evading it. And as for Bentley, he needs to be a lot more active in a potential rematch. And also, if you're going to box and move, you really need to stay out of the corner, because when Bentley kind of got himself in the corner, that's when Heffron was doing his best work, especially in the second half of this fight, as Bentley moved more and more. But yeah, overall, I think this was a fair result. I would like to see the fight again. I thought the fight was pretty good, pretty close, pretty entertaining. And yeah, I would like to see it again. This fight was actually an eliminator for the British middleweight title, so maybe the board will actually order this one again, because essentially there was no winner, obviously. So yeah, those are my post-fight thoughts for this fight. Pretty good fight, pretty close fight. Overall, I think a draw pretty much is a fair result, to be honest. But there we go. Share your thoughts below. It's been your boy Delboy. Peace.